Missed their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Dolphins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun, Williamson. And an alley to run. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
No. Check, Patriot. Here we go. No. Check, Patriot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
He wasn't ready.
Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end left. No. Set. Over.
From the gun, Williamson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 14.
No. Check, Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back up. Nice hit, boy. Watch you now, Barney.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So still over remaining in this game, but boy, that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing. If they can get some things done on D, going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That's caught inside the 20. They give them a gain of 38. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go now. Green. Slow down. Black 58, rail. Z. Ship. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Miami offensive unit now, they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this.
He's got daylight, the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Double tight.
Now let's go. Leopard.
Check.
All right,
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock.
Watch tight end.
Bortles now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Single. Here we go.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the ball. He'll return it to the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Single. I got a single on the slot. Here we go.
Bortles going to throw here. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Bortles. And that is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Double tight.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. Williamson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Tight right. Ready. Ace. We got 4.
Bortles going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Strong left. Ready. Blue 45.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That was good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.